Good morning students, myself B. Vasanta, DL in Botany. Okay students, so let's talk about the topic water absorption and transpiration in plants. Okay, so in this video we'll talk about the first absorption and water. Okay, so first water transporting inside plants. Okay, water transporting inside plants, there are three types. First one is water and second one is minerals and third one is food. Okay, you know water and minerals and third type is food. Examples of synthesized by leaves. Synthesized by leaves. Okay, and next depending on distance transported. There are two types. There are two types depending on distance transported. So first one is short distance transport and second one is long distance transport. So first we'll learn the short distance transport. Okay, short distance transport. For example, this picture. See this picture. See this picture. Okay, so these are examples of diffusion. Diffusion means higher concentration. The water transport is higher concentration to lower concentration. Water transports are higher concentration to lower concentration. So that is called as diffusion. So these are short distance. Okay. So these are not sensitive. These are very strong. These are, see this diagram, these are very strong. So these are not sensitive. Okay, so and next second one is long distance transport. Second one is long distance transport. Long distance transports, that means vascular tissue. Vascular tissue means xylem and phloem. So again they are cone gradient. Cone gradient means this is a higher concentration. The water transport is higher concentration not. Okay, so these are diffusion opposite osmosis. Diffusion osmosis. So that means diffusion means higher concentration to lower concentration. The water transport is higher concentration to lower concentration. So that is a diffusion. This is a short distance and this is not sensitive. And next long distance transport. Long distance transport, the water transport is start to the roots and goes to the stems. Water transportation roots to stems. Okay, so this is a long distance transport. Long distance transport means this is a lower concentration to higher concentrations. So the stem is very sensitive. This is a cone gradient. Okay, and next water absorption by plants. So water absorption by plants, this is see this picture. So the absorption of water, but before we take up this step in detail, so let us talk about how water moves. There are actually two drops. Suppose we just draw a small root. Here this is the stem part and here is the leaf. When we are talking about water transport, that means from the soil the water has to first go into root, then it will be conducted and upward into a leaf and other parts also. So see this picture. So we have to divide this entire process into two steps. First is absorption of water. This takes place from soil to the root. So soil to the root, the soil. The roots are soil. The roots in soil. Okay, though the soil to the root. That means through off. So the second one is. This is a first one. This is a second one. Okay, so this is a second one. So the second one is the water has reached into the root, that is up to designer. Then it has to be transported upwards, which is known as ascent of sap. Okay, do you understand everyone? So this is a first one. First one means the absorption of water. So this takes place from soil. that takes place from soil to the root. That means throw off. So this is a first stage. And next second one is the water has reached into the root, that is up to designer when it has to be transported upward, and which is known as ascent of sap. These are ascent of sap. Okay. Do you understand everyone? So these are the two stages in which the water from the soil absorb the root hair. The soil absorb the root hair. So see this picture. So the soil absorb these are soil. The soil is absorb the root hair. Okay. So and next and then conducted by the sila upwards. They conducted by the sila upwards. So we are taking about absorption of water first. So the absorption of water through root head. This is our step number 1. This is a step number 1. Do you? Okay. This is the root hair. The root hair is talking about the root hair is absorption of water first. So on the absorption of water through the root head, this is our step number 1. So let us first see a simple diagram. So this is a simple diagram. So see this picture. So the simple diagram, so that we are able to understand how this water is going to move in this or the root. We are drawing the epidermal cells or root. Okay. So this is the root hair. This is the root hair. And then cortical cells. Cortical cells. This is a cortical cells. This is a cortical cells. This is a cortical cells. Okay. This is a cortical cells. Okay, the cortical cells are parent cells. The cortical cells are parent cells. The cortical cells which are loosely arranged, and it is between there are intercellular spaces. So this is a intercellular spaces. This. So this is a intercellular spaces. Okay, these spaces, cell wall, all these structures are going to help us understanding this process. Okay, these are a intercellular spaces. So this spaces cell wall is a, these structures going to help and understanding this process. Then this comes to the next the innermost layer of the cortex. So this is the innermost layer of the cortex is known as endodermis. Okay, this is a endodermis. This is a endodermis. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand everyone? Okay. So this spaces cell wall is the innermost layer of the cortex, which is known as endodermis. So the endodermis is, we know that here Casparian strips. Okay, this is a subarachnoid Casparian strips. Okay, subarachnoid or Casparian strips. Okay, do you understand everyone? So this is a Casparian strips. The Casparian strips made up of two stages or two parts. Okay, so the first part is represents the cortex and cortical cells are padded. So these are called as parenchymatas. So these are parenchymatas. So parenchymatous cells. This particular layer of cell is the innermost layer of cortex. Okay, this is a cortex. So this is a innermost layer. This is gap. Okay. So this is a innermost layer. So this particular layer of the cell, the innermost layer of the cortex, this is a cortex. So it is known as endodermis. So everyone understand? Okay. This is a endodermis. So I have to say once again, listen to carefully. Okay. So first one is root hair. So the root hair conducted by a sila upwards. So we are talking about, this is the root hair is absorption of water absorption. So the absorption of water through root head, this step number 1. This is a step number 1. So means this is a absorption of water. So first see, so this is a simple diagram here. Okay, so this is a simple diagram. See that able to understand how this water, so he is going to move in this water the root. So we are drawing the epidermal cells and root. Okay, so this is a root here and this is a cortical cells, inner cortical cells. This is a root here, this is a root here. So inner cortical cells. So inner cortical cells, the cortical cells are parental cells. So the cortical cells are loosely arranged. These are loosely arranged between intercellular spaces. Between this is a intercellular space gap. This is a intercellular spaces. Okay. So the intercellular spaces, cell wall, all these structures are going to help as in understanding this process. Then this comes to the next innermost layer of the cortex. So which is known as endodermis. So these are called as endodermis. So inner is Casparian strips or suberin. Okay, inner is Casparian strips or suberin. So endodermis is, we know that here Casparian strips. Okay, the Casparian strips made up of two steps. So first one is innermost layer of the cortex, and so the innermost layer of the cortex is known as endodermis. It is known as endodermis. Okay, the cells of bubble ship, and there is a thickening on the side wall of suberin. So this is the suberin is a thickening layer. The suberin is a Casparian strips or suberin is a thickening layer. So the endodermis is inner suberin. So the suberin is a very thickening. So absent these plants are called as, so this is a these cells are passage cells. So this is a absent. The passage cells are absent. So this is the thickening of suberin. The suberin are Casparian strips material which is water, and that is why these passage cells are very, very important. So these cells are called as passage cells. Okay, do you understand? This is a root here, the root here inner means cortical cells. The cortical cells are also called as parental cells. The cortical cells are which are loosely arranged, and between them are intercellular spaces. This is a intercellular spaces. So the innermost layer is cortex. So this is the innermost layer is a cortex and is so that is called as endodermis. The endodermis inner suberin and Casparian strips. So the absent of passage cells, the passage cells, so this is the thickening of suberin. The passage cells are, so this is a thickening of suberin. So the suberin are Casparian strips, the suberin and Casparian strips material which is a important of water, that is why these passage cells are very, very important. So these are called as passage cells. Okay, so they have the cells of endodermis, so but are the once vegetable of the Casparian strips. These are the Casparian strips. Okay, these are the Casparian strips. Do you understand? These are the Casparian strips. Okay, the Casparian strips are missing. So this is two better and layer known as Casparian strips. Okay, and next xylem and phloem. So it actually acts a barrier of the movement of water. Now it is endodermis. Again there are compact cells. This is a compact cells. So the pericycle cells. This is a pericycle cells. This is a pericycle cells. Inner to pericycle is fluid. This is a fluid. The pericycle is a fluid. Okay, the pericycle is a fluid. Okay, so the fluid is represent. This is the sieve plates. This is the sieve plates. This is a sieve plates. Do you understand? this is a sieve plates. Okay, so we will be able to identify or differentiated there are parenchyma cells is known as fluid. So they are talking about the type R. So N of cambium is our is called as phloem. Phloem, this is a phloem, this is a phloem. The phloem is a cambium, or N2 cambium is a xylem. N2 cambium is a xylem. This is a phloem, this is a inner space is inner bubbles are xylem. So these are the xylem vessels which are going to actually take the water afterwards. So let us label this part is the flow and part this strip is a cambium and this particular tissue is xylem. This is a particular tissue is xylem. Okay. So when we say absorption of water, the water from the soil has to go up the xylem vessels, and then is the xylem will be able to conduct upwards. So we are talking about this particular process, how much water move, the movement of water takes place, the two means. So first one is apoplast and second one is symplast. So this is a outermost layer is xylem, the innermost layer is phloem, the innermost layer is xylem. So this is a cambium. This is a cambium. Okay, everyone, do you understand? Okay, so and next apoplast. The first is a apoplast. So the apoplast, water does not cross a membrane. Water does not cross a membrane. The movement apoplast. The apoplast is a movement takes place to the cell wall or intercellular spaces. In this the water does not cross membrane. So the water does not cross a membrane. Now when it does not cross a membrane, that means membrane is plasma membrane. So that means water is not going into the cell. Water is not going into the cell. Okay. So the apoplast is the water moves into the ultimately. So according a part of cytoplasm, our cells, that is a solution. We can also don't wanna explain this movement of water without forming a solution, and this movement takes place through a cell wall. And second one is symplast. Okay, so the water through the cells, So the water through the cells means, so this is a. So now let us show these parts. Let us show the parts. The part first is the one cell to other cells water transportation. One cell to other cell to the water transportation. Okay. So this is the. So see this picture. One cell to other cells. So this is a symplast. This is a symplast. Okay. So means the root tip showing a root hair zone. Root tip showing a root hair zone. So this is a first stage is maturization zones, and second stage is root hair zone, and third, so this is a root hairs. Root hair zones. So outer layer is a root hairs. This is a root hairs, and third zone is a elongation, and fourth zone is a meristematic virgin, and fifth zone is a root cap. This is a root cap. So root tip showing root hair zones. This is a root tip showing root hair. So the water, this is a absorption and transpirations of water. So the higher plants, this is a higher plants water is absorbed through root hairs which are in contact with the soil water and from a root hair zone. So little behind the root tips. So this is a root tips. So root tips, the root hairs, this is a root hairs, the tubular hairs, this is a tubular hairs structures, look like tubular hair structures. Okay. So do you understand? So I have to say once again, listen to carefully. So Water also, water transporting inside plants. These are three types of water, minerals, food. So examples of I know, we know. So water and minerals. And third one is food. Examples of synthesized by leaves. And next, depending on distance transported are two types. First one is short distance transport and second one is long distance transport. So this is a short distance transport. Short distance transport means higher concentration to the water transportation is higher concentration to lower concentration. The water transportation, the water movement is higher concentration to lower concentration. So that means short distance, not long distance. Okay, so this is a not sensitive, the stems are not sensitive. And next, long distance transport. This is a long distance, root to stems, leaves and etc. So this is a long distance transport. So the water transport, the water movement is a lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable SPM. So that is called SPM. Semi-permeable membrane is called as long distance or osmosis, long distance transport. So this is a very sensitive part. Okay, and next, water absorption by plants. So see this picture, water absorption by plants. So the soil, we know. So the absorption of water, this is the absorption of water. But before we take up this step in detail, let us talk about how water moves. There are actually two drops. So we just draw a small root here. This is the stem. So the water drops is the first step is takes place in the soil to the root, and second one is reached into the root, that is a designer has to be transported upwards. So which is known as ascent of sap, And next, see this picture. So these are the two stages in which the water from the soil absorb the root hair. And next, the conducted by a silla upwards. This is a conducted by silla upwards. So this is a silla upwards. Okay. So we are talking about absorption of water first. So absorption of the water through root head. This is a step number 1. Let us first see this is a cortical cells. This is a cortical cells, root hairs between the cortical cells. This is a cortical cells. So the cortical cells are also called as parental cells. The cortical cells which are loosely arranged and in between them the intercellular spaces. So these are between the intercellular spaces. Do you understand everyone? So this is a intercellular spaces. So the intercellular spaces, cell wall, these structures are going to help as understanding this process. Then is the comes to the next are the innermost layer of the cortex. So this is known as endodermis. This is outer layer. The outer layer is also called as endodermis. So the endodermis in suberin or Casparian strips. The Casparian strips are suberin are made up of two parts. So the particular layer is the innermost layer is called as cortex. It is known as endodermis of endodermis. The cells have label ship and they are thickening of the side wall of the side wall is a suberin. Okay. So their thickening is the absent. These cells are also called as passage cells. The cells are also called as passage cells. These are passage cells. Okay. So this is a thickening of suberin. The suberin is a material which is the passage cells are very, very important. And next, but are the ones vegetable of the Casparian strips. This is a Casparian strips. So this is to a better and layer is the Casparian strips. And next, the pericycle. So the pericycle cells are, this is a pericycle. The pericycle cells are inner to pericycle is fluid. These are inner to these are pericycle fluids. Okay. So these are fluids. So they will be identified and differentiated. There are parenchyma cells also, this is fluids. Okay, when we are thinking about the type R, the cambium here, enough to cambium is our xylem. So there are the xylem vessels which are going to actually take the water afterwards. Okay, the phloem. So this is a phloem. The phloem is a outer layer, the xylem is a inner layer. So these are made up of to the cambium. The cambium is a sieve cells and sieve vessels. Okay, the cambium is a sieve cells and sieve vessels. Okay, this is a picture. So everyone understand? So and next the movement of water takes place two means. So first one is apoplast and second one is symplast. So first one is apoplast, the water does not cross membrane. The movement through cell wall or intercellular spaces. So maximum movement, these are maximum movement. So apoplast means higher concentration to lower concentration. Symplast means lower concentration to higher concentration water transported. Okay. So the symplast is a water through the cells. The symplast is a water through the cells. Okay. So this is a example. And next this is a movement of waters. And next so this is a zones, the mechanism of water absorption by plants. So these are four zones. These are, so first zone is maturization zones and second zone is root hair zone and third one is zone of elongation and fourth one is meristematic regions. So these are elongation to the root cap. So these are made up of to the root cap. So the root hairs are tubular space, tubular structures. So this is a diagram. Okay. Do you understand everyone? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone, give this opportunity. Thank you so much.